at the that I tell people they need to pay attention to for 2024. I feel like this is probably overdue. Because y'all are the Naptown All Pro champions, and I talked to a bunch of people from Naptown, so you know what I'm saying? I'm glad we could do this.
Hi, my name is Noah Veil. This is my lovely tag partner, Athrun Amada. We are the Night City Machine Guns coming out of the Forgotten State offices of Nova for myself, and Athrun coming from the lovely, I guess lovely Philadelphia. And, I mean, if I love wrestling,
you love wrestling.
We love wrestling.
If I love wrestling,
check us out.
And if you love wrestling and
we love wrestling, watch that.
And you repping?
We love wrestling.
we love wrestling. We love wrestling.
We love wrestling.
We love wrestling.
That's the coolest intro in the world. That is the coolest intro.
It is pretty tight, yeah.
Change it here. Got some more. Let me tell the people that's watching this right now about some the coolest thing that I know. These two people we got on the show today. I saw them at Naptown All Pro. First time I saw them, I was like, oh, they some heels. I ain't feeling them. But they name caught me, and I was like, ooh. And then they gave a disclaimer with the name. If you not, you know what I'm saying, you can't say the name. And I was like, hey, I might like them a little bit. And it keeps going. And it keeps going. Then we get down to it, and I won't lie. They are the inaugural Naptown All Pro Tag Team Champions. I had questions. I said, is it going to be these two who I've been seeing, or are they going to have somebody else come in? But we have the best tag team in Naptown since they're the Naptown All Pro champions. Tag team champions. I mean, we can go ahead and put it out there. If you don't,
I wasn't going to say it. I'm glad you said it because now I can say it all the time.
I mean, y'all got the championship. Y'all might as well say it. I mean, why wouldn't you say it?
I mean, I've been known. You know,
I'm just saying.
I think Noah and I had always we always say it to each other to hype each other up. Like, you know, whenever
don't tell people the secret.
Whenever one of us is feeling just a little nervous, we're like, nah, man, we the best. So we might as well just act like it. We might as well just keep going. So why not?
Can I curse on this program?
You can be yourself on this program.
So Athrun is half correct. We half of the time say that we're the best tag team ever. The other half, it's me very aggressively looking at Athrun and telling him what to do when it comes to our opponents, and that is fuck them.
That's very true. That's true. That's true.
That's crazy. Yeah, we have
a lot of time to self-reflect in between shows. So usually Noah will message me saying, is this a cool idea for a move? And I'll be like, hell yeah. And then the other half is, I don't know if I'm ready for this match. And then Noah will be like, you're the man. You're ready for it. And I'll be like, okay, you're right. So always on top of our game.
Small moments of self-doubt. Athrun is there to pick me up and remind me to dump these hoes in their neck.
Or break their arm. I don't know. You know, you pick. It's dealer's choice.
We got Noah Veil and Athrun Amada. Oh my goodness, yo! So okay, you just said something.
Where do you want to start? Where would you like us to start? You want to start from the beginning, like how this all became a thing, or
no? You just said something that clicked my head back to the show that y'all won the tag team championships. Because Noah, when you were somebody was in the ring, and I kept hearing "fuck him," and I was like, "Wait a minute, is he really? Did he say that?" And I just was like, all right, let's go. So Nova, 2023 has been great for you, but how did Nova get started? Let the people know.
Oh gosh. I believe for me, it all started at the Naptown All Pro I Don't Even Want Wrestling show. That was my first time coming to the Midwest in general, and that was really one of my first excursions outside of the state of Florida. And when I was approached by, the founders and the powers that be, and they kind of gave us the general idea of what Nova was going to be, I was excited and a bit unfamiliar with who my tag team partners would end up being. And then we had our next show, which I am blanking on the name. Athrun, do you remember which one it was?
That was Ultralight Beam.
Ultralight Beam. We were able to bring Athrun into the fold fully, and we became the three-headed King Ghidorah monster that we were for quite some time. And yeah, after that, we just kind of started rocking and rolling and doing our own thing, and it's gone surprisingly well.
For me, so I first met J Rose I think in Chicago. It's to start from the very beginning. I'm gonna speed run that. I met J Rose in Chicago during Midwest Mixtape, and so while that happened, that was really cool. Then I saw J Rose again during Mania weekend in 2019 during a Chikara show, and we had always been pretty tight. And then J Rose invited me out to Paradigm to do No Hook, and that's where I got close with Chase, pretty much all the Midwest people out there at the time. And then Grap House formed in Vegas. I went out to Vegas to do a couple of Grap House shows. I did the first show, and then I did their third show in December of 2021, and that's when J Rose approached me. J Rose and Sean Kemp both approached me, and we were like, we have this really cool idea. We're trying to get this promotion together. We want you to form a team with Noah Veil and Jeffrey John. And I knew who Jeffrey John was because we had wrestled at No Hook at one point. And when J Rose told me about Noah Veil and showed me their Twitter, their profile, and all their promos stuff, I was like, bet, I'm in. Let's do it. I want to do this right now. And they're like, no, you gotta wait, but we're gonna build up to it. We're gonna make sure everybody knows what this is gonna be and what it's gonna be about. And sooner enough, the cards unfolded at Ultralight Beam, and that's where I first met Noah, and I got to catch up with Jeffrey John again. So it was great. It was always good. I was real excited from the jump. So
I gotta ask you this: since you've been coming to Naptown All Pro and started moving up and everything, your name's been mentioned a lot more amongst the circle in wrestling. How does it feel?
Shut up.
Your names have been mentioned among. Look, I don't talk no BS. I know some stuff. So your names, both of y'all names, have been mentioned amongst wrestling circles. I mean, and being the champions. How does it feel coming to Naptown? And then how does it feel if you don't know that more people are taking notice to you?
I'll start since you started last time. For me, I like wrestling the most when I can, I guess the phrase is when you can put your teeth into something. You know what I mean? I thrive when I have a path, there's a vision, and we know what we're aiming for, and there's an end goal. And whenever there's an end, I have a cat walking around me. Whenever there's an end goal, I hone in on that tunnel vision 150%. And I may get real nervous about it because things always change as I feel as life goes on, but I always know what I'm aiming for and what I really, really want to do. And what I always really want to do is I wanted a team with Noah and Jeffrey, and I wanted to do really cool stuff. And this stuff with Nova is the coolest thing I have ever done in wrestling, hands down.
For me, it gives me an immeasurable amount of anxiety. I am constantly terrified, but with that terror, I think comes in excitement. I think knowing that people are taking more of a notice to us, at first it really freaked me out, and at first it really put me in a spot where like the idea of being perceived by other humans caught me off guard, because I don't know, I think it's, you get into the groove of doing these things, of being a wrestler, of being a public, persona, and being like, out in the open, and after a while you kind of just forget that that isn't like a normal thing. And then something will happen and it reminds you of just like, hey, this is something that is extraordinary from like, the average person's experience. But like, as I've gotten more accustomed to it with Athrun, tagging with Athrun and Jeffrey specifically, winning the Naptown tag belts, traveling a lot more, fuck it, man. I'm just dumping people on their necks and it's fun and I like it.
The neck dumping is crazy. Hey, you got a lot more to do in 2024, Noah. And I don't know if y'all know this. You got a lot more. Like where you at right now is good, but in 2024, it's gonna be like show and prove. Because I'm putting it out there that y'all gonna be talked about a whole lot more next year. I mean, how do y'all feel? What's y'all 2024 outlook? World domination?
God, I think every year, my outlook in wrestling is I just really want to do some cool shit, whether it's in the ring or just talking to people or wrestling this person, that person. I started wrestling in the backyard, so for me, I met a ton of an immeasurable amount of people through wrestling. Like I have seen moves that I don't think I'll ever see again in the backyard, and I'm slowly trying to bring them out in professional wrestling, because I feel like it's like going to Rucker Park in New York and like seeing like I don't know, just seeing like street ballers just play. It's one of a kind, and you won't see people ball that hard ever in like the NBA. You won't see people do that, because they're getting paid millions of dollars. They could take it easy, they can do whatever. Like you'll see a cool hezzy, a cool cross tween, whatever, every now and again. But like, yeah, you get it. You'll see it every now and again. But like, when you go to places like Rucker Park, or you'll go to places where like you'll see them like play actual ball, like it's different. And I want to bring that energy every time I wrestle. Like I want to do something different. I want the energy of wrestling to feel different. And I think that's the best way to go about it, at least for me.
Athrun's very like HR response aside.
I'm trying to be polite.
I am not. They opened the door, they allowed me in, and now they are going to regret this decision. And I am going to do everything in my power to ensure that they do, in fact, regret this decision. I want to be everywhere. I want Nova and the Night City Machine Guns to be everywhere. I want us to beat everyone and take all of their cool belts. And yeah, like Athrun said, I want to do cool stuff. I want to wrestle cool people. I want to beat those people. Specifically, all of them. And I want people to know that Athrun Amada and Noah Veil are the best wrestlers ever, because we're awesome.
I guess if we're gonna be real, it's fine. We could be real. That's cool. But finish what you're gonna say. Finish what you're gonna say, and then I'll bag on that too. So.
Oh, I was gonna say that every time that I hear you talk about sports, this isn't about wrestling. Every time I hear you talk about like normal sports, it sounds ridiculous, because what is a twin tin is the most nonsensical thing. That is the most nonsensical thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's just dribbling the basketball between your legs.
Why don't you just say that?
Because that's a lot of words. Tween is so much shorter.
Tween? You are grown men. That's insane. Anyway.
What? Yes, the goal of 2024 is to be the best tag team, not only in that town, because we've already accomplished goal 1. Goal 2 is now to take over the goddamn country. So we will do that, and I feel like
that's what I like to hear.
I feel like we have already hit what, like year 2, so we're well on our way, right?
Well, I gotta come at you. I mean, just because you got them championships, you got a bigger target on your back now. You get. I understand you the
I don't
best
care.
tag team in that, but you know some teams that's coming for you. Like I saw when we posted that y'all was the tag team champions, the infantry, Carly Bravo put the eyes on there like, interesting.
We've wrestled Carly, and we know what Carly's about.
Mhm.
So
Did Carly pin me?
Carly
Did
didn't
Carly pin
either of
you?
us. Carly
That's
didn't pin
crazy.
either of us.
That's insane. Wow.
I don't think
wild.
I don't think Nova as a team has ever been pinned in Naptown. We've always had some kind of outlier where someone else got pinned, like a prospect got pinned. Cool, happens. That's why they're
crazy.
not prospects anymore. But
oh my god.
But
their prospect going crazy out here though.
Prospect, exactly. And you know what happens when you hang out with Nova?
Oh,
you go crazy. That's wild, right? But and to piggyback off Athrun, like I totally get what you're saying. Everyone can take their shots. We want the best to come to Naptown because if the best come to Naptown to fight the best tag team, the Naptown grows and more people pay attention to Naptown, which means that more people are going to want to come, which means more people lose to the Night City Machine Guns. It's a perpetual motion machine, right? We'll lose these belts when we feel like losing them so we can do other things. But until we make the conscious decision to lose these belts because no one can beat us, we're just going to hang them around. They're going to be nice things for us to look at. And if anybody tries to take them, they can look above the door and they can see in big, bright letters written in my handwriting, fuck them.
Say less. Say less. We cultivated a fan base. You said it yourself. Like when you first saw us, you thought we were just straight up, heels. You thought we were just like some assholes who just showed up. We want to, push people around and make a name for ourselves off everybody else's expense. And guess what?
I mean,
That's
I did.
cool. It's fine. But guess what happened? Even the more you grew to hate us, you just couldn't stop talking about us because we just kept doing more and more cool shit. And you know what we're going to keep doing? More and more cool shit.
I wasn't talking about y'all like that. Let's be cool. I mean, I'm talking about y'all now.
Not you specifically, but you did say when you first saw us that we was just some, we was a couple of heels, and then once you started seeing what we were about, people started seeing the vision. And I think once the vision ascends, everyone gets it. Am I right or am I right, Noah?
I'm telling you, boy, so when I go to shows, you're right. When I go to shows, it's something that catches you. So you know what I'm saying? I saw you, I was like, all right. Then when he said the name, and I was like, okay, let me start paying attention some more. So it's always at a show, something catches you about a performer, and what are you gonna remember leaving that show? I remembered the name leaving the show, and I was like, okay, let me look more into it. And then I won't lie to you. Like I said, a couple people out here put y'all over, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, let me pay more attention to who these guys are, because, there's some people that I know putting y'all over. That means y'all can't be that bad. Something that I don't want to ask about Jeffrey John because that's going to take us over our time here, guys. So I'm going to ask my last question to you. What's one thing that you're thankful for in 2023?
I'm going to let you go first.
Something I'm thankful for. I am thankful that everyone across the country has gotten the opportunity to thank God for Noah Veil specifically. And that I have been allowed to grace people with my presence. And I thank God for the generous American healthcare system in helping everybody whose necks I dumped them on this year. Thank God for me.
It don't matter what kind of hot streak you're on. It don't matter how good you feel like you've been of a 2023 you've been having. That's cool. That's great. I'm thankful for everyone and their confidence and their bravado, because it always changes when they get dropped from the label, and there's nothing you can do about it, because once you get dropped from the label, you have officially fallen off.
That's cold. That's crazy. When did you start cutting promos? That's insane.
It just popped in my head. I like it.
Bars.
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 That's what Nova is. That if we're gonna leave off on that. That's what Nova is. Nova is Def Jam. Nova is Death Row. Nova is Bad Boy Records. It is ASAP. It is everything you want in wrestling, and everybody wants to be a part of Nova.
Y'all
everybody wants to be
ain't
with
got
Nova.
no love for Death Row. Y'all ain't got no love for Death Row. They right here.
We just, we want everybody to come at us, and if that's what they want to do, then they know where to find us. Indiana. Hell, we'll come to y'all too. It's cool. But as of right now, if these are what you want, if that's what you want, the name of the game is Naptown All Pro.
It's upside down, but who cares?
And the bosses to beat at Naptown All Pro are Noah Veil and Athrun Amada, the Night City Machine Guns. And if you can do that, shit. But we got to see you do it first.
I'm gonna leave it right there. I usually do a whole intro, but you heard what they said. Naptown All Pro, January 14th. Out the gate, 2 or 3. I mean, Naptown been out here working. Y'all gonna be bringing them championships on that show?
Oh, of course.
Is water wet?
See, the longer we've been going, you seeing how loose Athrun getting. Make sure y'all pay attention to these two guys. Throughout the year, you will see the Naptown All Pro Tag Team Champions. I don't know how long they're gonna hold it, but it's gonna be until they want to lose it. That's what he told me.
What Bull say in the Sandlot? Forever. He just kept saying
Ever?
ever.
Guys, make sure follow Athrun Amada. Hold on, I got something for you. This is, I believe
What is
that's his
that?
Twitter, and that is his Instagram right there. You can catch Noah Veil on Instagram at Noah Veil 97, and on the Twitter, well, X as they call it now, Noah X Veil. Follow everything coming with these guys. Follow everything coming with the group. We'll wait till the first show to ask about that. Because I got video and I got pictures. So you know what? We gonna cut it right here, and I'm just gonna put the video in, and I'm gonna let y'all decide. Because what they said, I don't know. We gonna have to see. But is Nova okay? Are there cracks in the shield?
Nope, it's fine.